Hey everybody, before we get going, I just wanted to spend a little bit of time explaining what you're about to see if you keep watching this video. On November 24th, 2021, Ruel Gaviola and I streamed live a full playthrough of Rolling Realms on Twitch. And anybody who happened to be online at the time could watch and play along with us. Now, I did that with the intention of stripping out all of just the gameplay and making that a separate video. And if you keep watching here, you're going to get to see all the behind the scenes that went into making of that video, because we hung out and chatted with the Twitch audience for about a half an hour before we got playing. About halfway through, we paused for a little bit and did some back and forth. We did some Q&A afterwards. So that's what this is. This is our Rolling Realms extended cut. This is, the director's edition where everything is going to be there. Now, if all you want is just to play some Rolling Realms and see what it's like, and you don't want all that other stuff, hit that eye up in the top right corner screen or go follow the links down in the show notes, and it'll take you to just the run through. But if you would like to see how the sausage is made, sometimes it can be a little ugly, keep on watching, and I hope you enjoy the show. Okay, let's go. Hopefully everything is showing up correctly. Ruel and I are in smack dab in the middle of getting ready. We did not appreciate how long it was going to take to get our cameras lined up so we could do this, but hey, this isn't the run through. This is the behind the scenes stuff where you get to watch how the sausage is made. I totally forgot to actually put a 10-minute countdown and all of that stuff in. I was very, very silly, and so I expect it's going to take a while for people to start rolling in. But that's why you have that 5-minute countdown. Instead, we're just going to keep on working on layout. So let me go back to the layout view. All right. And, right. Oh, let's see. Oh, let me do this, though. The RvR Show #1 is live right now. I also forgot to do the setup to warn people on YouTube by creating a special YouTube video, so I'm uploading that now. It's only 500 megs, so it should upload pretty quick.
Okay.
We should have gotten together at 11 instead of 11:40, which is our normal get-together time. That didn't work well at all, did it? All right. Hello, Goblin. Hello, Augustus. Hello, first-timer, Wally VDB. Welcome to the party, pal. Okay. Let's see. Right, I was going to go back to setting this up. Where was that view? That is this view. So as you can see, here I am over here, and there's Ruel over there. We're both going to be playing. You could be playing along as well. Now let me go back to the full screen so I can see it. Although I think we're pretty much as where we're going to get. Okay,
Yep.
Oh, your entire view is mirrored. That's another setting you can change and transform.
Oh my gosh. I did not notice this. I didn't even notice it was mirrored. Okay, let me go to transform.
Yep. Goblin,
flip or whatever.
Goblin and anybody else, you will all be able to play. Let's see. Let me find the link. I can put links in the chat. I don't think other people can, but in theory I can. In theory. Let's see here. Where was it? Let me just go back to Twitter because I posted the link there. Stonemaier. All right. So if you go, let's see if this works. If y'all go to that link, let me know if you can actually see that link. You can either print out your own print and play version of the game with all 9 cards we're going to be playing, or if you don't have a printer or just don't want to mess with that, there is also a digital version of the page that you can have up in a browser, so that you can play along with us and just digitally, and use your keyboard and type in the dice results numbers rather than literally write them down with a pen. So, right. Okay, I would say that's nice and centered, lined up. Thank you for following, Corn Shemaimer, Corn Shemaier, or is that a silent K? I do not know. Okay. And yeah, that's definitely better than where we started. Still a bit softer than mine, but that's okay. Yeah. I don't think you have yours as close as I do. So mine is definitely going to be just a bit cleaner overall. But yeah, people can see you, they can see me, they can see my dice, they can see your dice, they can play along. Okay. That's right. That's a very powerful roll you've got there.
I just want to make sure I know where to
very
put
gently
these
put them down.
roll it. Right there. Okay. So I'm gonna roll them like this, and then I will put them over right there. So I'm
More dramatic,
just
I
trying
would
to line it
say,
up so
to
I know
roll
where to
them
put
so
it.
they kind of land on your cards.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. And then just clean them up so people can see the rolls.
Okay.
So you and I will
Cool.
just we'll just trade off, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the
Okay.
audience can play along as well. This, if you've ever watched in case this is your first time here, folks, Roel and I get together every Tuesday and do the R&R show, where first we have a little bit of pre-show, which I didn't even take the time to set up. We are just totally flying blind here, where we talk, we say hi to people and stuff like that. We answer questions. Then we do our top 10 every week, and that's when we just kind of buckle down and we stop paying attention to everybody and we say, hey, look, we're just going to be playing right now. And then afterwards, we do some Q&A afterwards. Now, we've been spending so much time trying to get this camera layout set up, we didn't even talk about any of that stuff. We have some outstanding Rahdo points. Do you want to try and hit some of those, or you just want to today, Ruel? I mean, it's the day before Thanksgiving. I'm sure you've got other stuff to do, so you just want to focus on the game.
Yeah, well, no, you know what? Why don't we? What do we have to cash in here? We could do a couple of those.
Okay.
And I will be. Yeah, I do have a hard out at 2:00 just because got to get ready for the big turkey day tomorrow and finish up shopping and all that. But I think we're good to go for a couple of those
Cool. All right.
cash-ins.
Then let's see. Let me go ahead and find that link. Welcome hired help. First time here. If it's your first time on Twitch, there's a lot of really interesting stuff about Twitch. One of the things is the longer you watch, you unlock channel points that you can spend to make us do things. And in the last episode, we had some outstanding business we had not finished. So I'm looking up now. We had 1 Trivial Pursuits left, 1 Ruel Ranks, and another argument. You want to do a rank or you want to do a trivia?
We could do a trivia.
Okay. Then, let me go on ahead and let's see. Nazgoth requested this yesterday. I'm going to mark it as complete, which is a bit presumptuous because we haven't actually pulled it off yet. Let's come back over to the normal side-by-side screen where you're just going to have to look at Ruel in a tiny picture.
If I do this.
Or that. Look at that.
Hey.
Johnny on the spot. Well done. We should have been in this view the whole time. Okay, so let me find the wheel. And then let me find the button to push the wheel. It'd be so nice if that button were actually on the screen. But I got to go to the other screen, and then I got to log in, and then I got to find... Oops, that's the wrong screen. I got to log in, then I got to find widgets. I just need to make a shortcut to this permanently in my browser or something. Right, so here we are at widgets instead of analytics, because that's what always throws me in. Then we go to spin wheel, and then finally at the top... Spinning wheel. All right, I hear it spinning.
Right, here we go.
What is it going to be?
It's
going to be me.
All right, another one.
So trivia from me. All right. Let's see. I'm not prepared for that at all. What would be? Let's see. Yesterday we talked about my 20s and the very unique. Number or employee number I had when I worked at Nintendo.
Yeah, your satanic
extension.
Yes,
how I channeled the dark powers to help people around the world. Let's see. All right. Let's go. All right. So I first one I did a childhood one. Then we've done 20s. Let's do a little bit later in life. Hey, folks. Hey, Ruel. How many passports do you think I carry?
Oh, that is a great question. Okay. Well, definitely 1.
Yes.
2. Do you have a third one? I'm gonna guess 3.
Wrong. I am only International Man of Mystery twice over. Both Jen and I are, native United States citizens, and as well, we did our 8 years in England, which was at the time. I think it's changed. It's gotten a lot more hardcore. In subsequent years, with all the Brexit mania and all that. But at the time, and this was close to a decade ago, if you did 8 nonstop years under a work permit, you could become a British citizen as well. And the U.S. and the U.K. have a shared status, so you don't have to give up your old citizenship. So Jen and I are true citizens of the world. We carry a British and U.K. passports. To get that U.K. passport, we had to do tons of studying, and we had to pass a test. At one point, I knew more about civics of the UK than probably 90% of the citizens of the UK. We had to memorize, how many seats were in the Scottish Parliament and all kinds of
Oh my
stuff.
gosh.
Yeah, it was a
Wow.
ton. And ultimately, after we did all that and we passed the test, we both passed first try. We then had to go to a room with a bunch of other people who were, getting their citizenship from all around the world. And that was actually really interesting. There were folks from India and Africa, some Polynesian folks, and I think we were the only Americans who showed up that day, and we all, as a group, had to hold our hand up or over our heart and swear fealty to the Queen.
Ah, look at that. That's pretty cool,
Yep.
actually. I was wondering about that. I had a feeling that your passports were the U.S. and Malta, actually. Those are the ones I
We
thought
we
for
thought
sure.
long and hard about that, and
Yeah.
we if we stayed there longer, we could have made a run for it. But at the
Okay.
end, we had to come back earlier, to take care of my mom and all of that. So we didn't
Yeah.
quite get that. Now we could, because passport Malta is one of those countries. Oh, we're in the pre-show. I didn't say pre-show. I need to put that on screen. Malta is one of those countries where you can just buy your citizenship, and it's a
Oh,
relatively cheap one,
okay.
although it's way out of our. I think it's like you have to own property and you have to put $500,000 in a Maltese bank or something
Oh
like
my
that,
gosh.
and then boom, you're a citizen. And a Maltese passport gets you a lot of stuff. I mean, there are tons of people who just buy their Maltese passports, especially Russians. There's a lot of Russian oligarchs who have hardly ever stepped foot
Oh,
in Malta, and in fact, it's a huge controversy. Maltese are
yeah.
really pissed off about that, and they want to change. But the Maltese government says, "Look, all the money that's coming into our economy. What's wrong with you people?
Right, right.
Who cares? It's just a piece
Oh
of
my
paper."
gosh.
There shouldn't be any
Yeah.
borders anyway. So if these people, so it's interesting. But no,
Yeah.
yeah, it would have been a good guess for 3, and we would have loved to have had one because our UK passport suddenly got a lot less useful last year,
Right.
because we can now no longer work or live in the EU, which is why someday when we go back,
Uh-huh.
not if, when, I'm pushing for we don't go and live in England, but we live in Ireland, not Northern Ireland, which is basically part of the United Kingdom. Ireland, because even with Brexit, British citizens can still live without work permits in Ireland. And if we do, I forget, it's less than 8 years. If we do a certain number of years there, we can get an Irish passport. And then once we have
Oh,
that, we basically, the EU is our oyster. So that is some
nice.
trivia about me and my
Great piece
international
of
man of
trivia.
mystery status. All
Awesome.
right. And in the
Cool.
meantime, some other folks have shown up. Hey, Zigbee. Hey, Daryl. Hey, Kabuki. Hey, Legends DM.
Legends DM, yeah.
Mrs.
And there's
Margav. And,
Mrs. Gab 2020. That's my wife, Michelle.
oh, what is, she should be
Yeah.
at work. She is at work.
And, she's got the day off because tomorrow's Thanksgiving holiday.
Oh, of course. And she's just in the other room.
Yeah.
And yet, so she can't get enough
Yeah.
of
Oh,
you?
she's in her office right now. Yeah.
Okay, so she's got you in the
Right across the
background,
hall.
keeping an eye on to make sure you don't get in any trouble.
Yeah, right. Want to shout out to Tim and Kabuki. Oh, you said hi, Kabuki Kid. Wow, there's a lot of people here. This is great.
Yeah, it's starting to heat up in here. Welcome, first time commenter, Old Man Coaster. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of trivia. Remember, folks, you can spend your Rahdo points and maybe get some more trivia from me or Ruel. So far, it's interesting. We've done like 5 or 6 of these, and the general trivia has not come up once.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that. I mean, it has a fair shot. Right, between
It's
us
30,
two?
30,
Okay.
30. You, me, and just
Oh,
general. So,
interesting.
all right, okay. Let's see. And thank you, Hired Help, for the follow, and Legends DM, and Old Man Coaster. Okay. Oh, we have a There Can Be Only One from Wally. Oh, this is a nice universal one. Let's do this. Ruel,
Okay.
there can be only one. Cards
All right.
or dice?
Oh,
That's a good one.
gosh.
Yeah,
That
if you
is a
could only
really
play
good
card games or dice games. That's how I'm going to interpret
Okay.
that. Because that's
Yeah.
harsh.
Yeah. I mean,
Wally.
I love rolling dice. There's something about that tactile sensation of rolling, taking these things and rolling them. It's wonderful. But when it comes down to it, when you have a multi-use card game, there's nothing like that. I would definitely lean towards cards. I'll go with cards rather than dice.
Okay, I kind of thought you were going to surprise me a little bit. And
Yeah.
so, once again, We just continue to be completely simpatico. I mean, it's not. I mean, obviously, I'd be
Yeah.
sad not to be able to roll dice, but yeah, there's no toys
Yeah.
about it. As I think somebody pointed out, you can always simulate. Kabuki points out you can simulate cards with dice, obviously, so you can
Yeah.
get the same
Yeah.
functionality. Although I would argue
Yeah.
not as well. I mean, there are certain things that dice do better than cards. There's no two ways about it. But and it's not like you can't write on dice. You can do tons of stuff with dice.
Yeah.
Here's a question. I'm gonna go look at my top 10 games of all time, and what would be more painful? What would I lose? I'm sure it's gonna be cards. I would lose more of my favorite games. Pandemic. Yeah, it is a set collection card game, and dice couldn't do
Set
it.
collection
Shadowrun
card game,
Crossfire is a deck builder. Gloomhaven run by dice would be interesting. A Gloomhaven roll and
That
write
would
would
be
be a
interesting.
fascinating exercise, but it wouldn't be quite the
Yeah.
same. Agricola, Troyes. Troyes could
Oh.
lose the cards, and Troyes could just. I mean,
Yeah.
Troyes needs the dice. Burgundy
Right.
needs the dice. Nations needs the cards. Keyflower is really neither. It's tiles, but that's closer to cards. Yeah, it's cards. It has to be. It's a good question though.
Has to
It's a
be.
bit heartbreaking.
Yeah. Great question.
Yep. Okay. Oh wait, I think we've got another one. Alrighty.
Okay.
There
else
can
we
be
got?
only one. For me, this is easy. Ziggy asks, Pandemic versus Ticket to Ride.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as much as Ticket to Ride's the one that got my family into gaming. Pandemic's the one that got me into gaming. If it was just for me, if we're talking my choice, I would choose Pandemic. But
I thought
talking about-
maybe. I mean, you play with
yeah,
with people more than I do, and certainly, obviously, Ticket to Ride is the. I mean, for a good reason, the
yeah,
default go-to.
that is the one. Yeah. But here's another thing.
Here's
that
a
I like
question:
about Pandemic.
do you not
You
think
can play it solo,
if you could
you know?
only own one or the other, that after 100 plays, wouldn't you find
Yeah.
the 101st play of Ticket to Ride to be more compelling than the 101st play of Pandemic?
That's a great question. Pandemic is more compelling to me because there's more things you can. The game state changes more rather than Ticket to Ride. It's you know what you're getting every game.
Yes.
It's you're laying those out.
But
that's why I do
the
like
game state is entirely driven by players.
True.
I mean, there are people who have
So-
played Ticket to Ride, obsessively, particularly with the app, thousands of times. And
Yeah,
Ticket to Ride is a
It
much
really-
more interactive game. At high level play of Ticket to Ride, which is certainly not something I'm capable of, but I appreciate, there's a lot of depth. There's a lot of getting into the headspace of your opponents, Hail Marys of, okay, this isn't working, I'm just going to try and grab a few more tickets, and hopefully that won't blow up in my face. Pandemic, I think, provides a more over 100 games, you're going to get a more consistently similar experience in Pandemic than Ticket to Ride, and there would be an argument for Ticket to Ride if you could only own one.
Yeah, and here's the thing: if you're talking about as far as number of players as well, Pandemic has that advantage of you could solo it, and that's how I got into gaming. Right, I was soloing Pandemic for a month straight.
Ooh.
So that's something if you can't find a
Yeah.
playing partner, Pandemic
That's a
is
good
the one for
counterpoint.
you.
That is a good counterpoint.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Great-
I won't go
great
down the
call.
road of all the spin-offs and, expansions and all that
Yeah.
stuff you can add. We're just talking about base.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, I was trying, Ticket to Ride fans, wherever you are, Tom Vassell, I was doing my best to give it its due, and it deserves it. I do think over 100 games, Ticket to Ride would be, I'd be more up for playing 101 of Ticket to Ride, but I mean, it's not like this precluded having all the other 100 other games. So there's plenty of other games I'm going to be playing as well. We've got one more from Goblin.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this one's pretty easy. Goblin asks, Shatner Kirk or Pine Kirk?
I mean, come on, Shatner.
Well, everybody's going to say that. I will take the Pine Kirk role today.
You're going to take Pine
I'm going to take Pine Kirk.
I can't. Yeah.
First of all, Pine Kirk doesn't suffer from the old fat Elvis syndrome. Pine Kirk will forever be young and beautiful. We will never have this other relationship with him. And Shatner Kirk in his prime, I mean, I would love to see both of them going up against each other with a flying double drop kick competition. I think Pine is going to beat even, Shatner, in his, I mean, how old was Shatner? He must have been in his probably early 30s when he filmed originally, would
Early
be my
30s,
assumption.
I think, yeah.
Kabuki says, we'll give Pine, time to age. That's my point. We'll never get it. I would guess
Yeah.
maybe we're gonna get one more movie because it keeps stopping and then starting and then stopping and then starting. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get one more, and I would certainly love one more. I mean, yes, of course it's Shatner Kirk, but yeah, I can't. No, I can't. I can't do it. It's Shatner Kirk. The better question, of course,
Yeah.
would have been okay. So let's make this a bit tougher. Although maybe it's not, considering you're close to me in age. Kirk versus Picard. That's the true question of the ages.
That is. So here's the thing. I've watched more Shatner Kirk than Picard Kirk, but I mean,
I don't know what Picard Kirk is.
Picard. Yeah, I just made that
Okay.
up. But you know I haven't seen all of Next Generation.
What?
I've seen chunks of it. Yeah, I've seen chunks of that, and Picard is definitely the cooler captain, man. He's just come on. He's the guy I would follow into battle or whatever. But Kirk is like, I don't know how to describe it. I guess Kirk's more like a emotional thing, whereas Picard is like the more intellectual.
Yes, your heart versus your head is talking there.
Heart versus the head.
There's no two ways about it. If I had to pick one to be my captain, it would certainly be Picard, because I'd spend a lot more time in conference rooms, probably checking my phone under the table while everybody nasal gazes about, tachyon emitters for 15 freaking minutes, whereas Kirk will just come in and just look at you, just get it done. I don't know. What do you want me to do? I can't do it, Captain. I cannot change the laws of physics. Scotty, I need more power. And that's it. That's all Kirk has to do.
That's Kirk right there.
Yeah. So I would rather have Picard as a boss, but I'd rather hear more stories about Kirk.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And if I had to choose one to watch, I mean, at the end of the day, if we were going to sit down and we were going to watch the first 3 seasons of Next Gen versus TOS, because TOS only has 3 seasons, I would, of course, it'd be TOS every day of the week.
Same.
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, the first time in Next Gen where there was some problem somewhere on the ship, and Picard says, "Mr. Worf, see to it," or whatever. And then we cut to Worf and 2 security guys behind him, all walking with phasers down the beige carpeted hallway, and there's dun 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 music playing, but they're all just very casually walking down the hallway. It's like, and that's when I realized, whoa, this is really not my Star Trek, is it? This is a very sedate experience, and it's fine. Yeah. I'm not going to be one of those people who says it isn't Star Trek, because Star Trek is a million different things. Right. But when I first saw that, I realized, boy, it'd be kind of nice. And then when I finally, getting back to Pinekirk, the first scene where Chekhov is just booking as fast as he can, barely staying up as he's careening from the bridge to engineering to solve a problem. You're like, that's Trek. That's my Trek. Yeah. That's dangerous Trek. That's passion Trek. That is not intellectual Trek. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, Picard would definitely be a better boss.
J.J. Abrams movies. Yeah, I thought they did such a great job of capturing the feel of the original series, those movies with Pinekirk. Yep. Definitely.
Okay, well, we've got 73 folks who have shown up, and I think, we're going to save the argument and the Ruel ranks for next week. I think we've got enough.
Okay.
All right, so we've caught up with those things, because we're actually here, folks, to play a game. And hopefully that gave you enough time to get ready. Although, here's what we're going to do. Like when we do the RvR Show, folks, Ruel and I, we are going to start recording. This is ultimately going to go up on Facebook, or I'm not on Facebook, on YouTube, and for all intents and purposes, it'll look like just a regular run-through on the channel, except I will have a guest along with me, and of course, you folks will be able to play as well. This has occasionally happened where Jen would appear on regular run-throughs also. Why did my screen just turn dark? Wow. Why'd you do that, screen?
Uh-oh.
No, it's fine. It just kicked into power saving mode. Scary.
Okay. Yeah, you're good here.
So I didn't drop out. So, when that happens, it's going to say, "Hey, everybody, today Rahdo runs through Rolling Realms," and please turn your subtitles on to click all the normal stuff that you see on the regular YouTube channel, and then we will cut to this view where we've got me on one side. Oh, you better switch over to your other view. All right, there we go. Yep. So, and you can see Ruel and I are going to be playing. You can play along as well. Let's see. Let me put it back in the chat again because it's probably scrolled off. If you go to that page, you can either download a print and play version that will let you play along, or there's actually a web page link on that page. Yes, we actually, Kabuki points out my lighting is better. Yes, it is. We actually spent probably 20 minutes trying to get them, because we both have literally the exact same camera. But we ran out of time, so mine will just look a little bit nicer, but that's okay. Ruel's just here to make me look good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's my job, folks. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this solved for next time.
Yeah, let's see here. Where is it? Let me find the other link. Copy link. If you go directly to this page, that will take you to a web page where you can play along without having to print out. When we roll dice, you'll just be able to type the numbers in and see if you can beat our score. And of course, if you don't feel like doing this now, you could always watch the run through later. It's going to exist forever for people to come along and play along afterwards, because this is a bingo style game. So also, I will spend the time to ensure that, I'll explain how to play. I'm not going to do that now. I'll do that when we're actually starting to record, because the video has to work so that people can come along later and actually play the game. And I will tell people again what I've just told you about the links, and I'll say they're down in the show notes, because on YouTube, they will be down in the show notes. One thing I should ask before we get going, because we ran into this problem a little bit. Kabuki Kid calls you an amateur.
Kabuki. I should deny that comment, but I'll.
All right. Yep. Okay. Yeah. We'll let it through. I do appreciate though that Twitch did. It's interesting. Ruel, you amateur frowny face. It flagged that as potential bullying. Good on Twitch for doing that.
Yeah.
I'm actually really impressed. It's not only just looking for the F-bombs and stuff like that. It's looking for actual real intent. Nicely done.
That's right.
So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, how is our volume? I'm going to shut up for 5 seconds and let Ruel talk for a little bit.
Yeah, friends, let us know how the volume is. Here's my normal speaking voice. Hopefully, it's on the same level as Rahdo's. Let us know here, folks.
Yeah. For me, okay. I can see both of us, and we're both peaking in high yellow in right about the same place.
Okay, yep. Cool. Some people in chat are playing the digital version, and volume is good for a couple of people. Okay, cool. Thank you, friends.
All right. Well, I think we can delay no longer. We've been here for a half an hour. Folks have shown up. And thanks for timing in, Eldis. Welcome to the party, pal. You know, that's what I need to do. I need to get a clip of John McClane saying, "Welcome to the party, pal," that will play off every time somebody does a first-time chat. Because I can only say it so many times. And who knows, does anybody even in the audience besides Kabuki Kid know what I mean when I say, "Welcome to the party, pal"? I know Ruel does.
Yeah, come on, people. Anyone else?
Another first-time chatter, Daryl, warns me that you are a shark at this game, apparently.
That's my buddy Daryl. He says nice things about me all the time. I don't know if I crushed him or demolished him, but it was his first time playing, so I've had a little more experience.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think
cool.
We've hit our target demographic of people who recognize John McClane Die Hard 1 quotes.
See, and they are correct. It is the best Christmas movie ever. Yes, thank you.
Yep. If only you could convince my wife that, because I try to watch it every year, and it just somehow never comes to be. It's too bad, so sad.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, I don't know if Michelle still believes me that it's the Christmas movie, but
do you watch it every year as part of your Christmas celebrations?
I do. Yeah. Wow. Michelle may pop in. She may watch part of it, but I watch it every year.
That is we don't
Christmas tradition.
We don't really have any specific traditions, but we're really not big. We wouldn't even be bothering to put up the tree. Jen does like putting lights on the outside of the house, though. She always likes doing that, but that has nothing to do with the holiday and more just like, oh, sparkly lights. I would do this all year long if I could, she says.
Right.
And of course she can. I say, honey, you don't have to take those down. They can stay up year round. She's like, no, it's simply not done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Oh, Christmas vacation. Good, right? Man, there was only one vacation. That was the first vacation. Oh, there's a whole bunch of trivia. My relationship to National Lampoon's Vacation. That might come up later. If the wheel goes that way. So much trivia. All righty. Well, I'll get my memoirs written through this show eventually.
Yeah. Michelle says Die Hard is Christmas-ish. Yeah,
Christmas adjacent.
I think that's good. Christmas-ish.
Yep. I would happily watch it. I'd watch it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, we should actually shouldn't. Did you watch Hawkeye last night? at midnight?
I did
I
not.
stayed up till 2
I'm
in the
assuming you
morning.
did. I didn't watch it. First thoughts. You got any
Oh, I'm
initial
very happy.
impressions?
I'm very happy. Without
Okay.
spoiling
Okay.
anything, any
Yeah.
particulars. You know how every time Marvel does, something new, it's like, oh, it's a murder mystery or it's a heist movie. They're always like reinventing themselves.
Yep.
Here's a reference. This is Marvel doing, what is it? I can only think of a quote. Don't mess with the babysitter. Adventures in Babysitting
Adventures in Babysitting,
with
really?
Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, wow.
If you were to back away, there was a genre of movies, from the 80s and 90s,
Wow.
the whole in the big city having adventures.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
Yeah.
from what I've seen so far, it gives me huge vibes along those lines.
Wow. I never would have. Yeah, that's like the last movie I would say. Oh, this is going to be, what Hawkeye is like similar to. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, well, give it a
I'm
try. I
genuinely
mean, when you watch it,
encouraged.
I'm
Okay.
sure next week we can talk about it if people want us to, because I know it only has been
Yeah.
up for less than 12 hours, so I can't go into particulars. But yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I loved
cool.
Adventures in Babysitting. I mean, I loved
Oh
Elizabeth
yeah,
Shue
that's
in
an
high school.
80s classic
She was my
right
biggest
there.
crush ever.
Oh, Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah.
Did it start with Karate Kid or was that with
I mean, I'd
Adventures
seen
in
Karate Kid, but no, it was Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah.
That made me fall in
Yeah.
love with her. And of course, yeah, she's an amazing actress too, leaving Las Vegas and all of that. Oscar nominated, I believe, but didn't win.
Didn't she win? Or she should have won.
Yeah.
She was.
Yep.
I think Nicolas Cage won for that one.
Yes,
didn't
I
he?
believe you
For
are
Leaving
correct.
Las Vegas, and then she was nominated. Yeah.
Tim says
Correct.
Hawkeye
Yeah, that-
today, Beatles tomorrow. That's an excellent plan.
Oh,
Beatles
that's
Thanksgiving.
what Michelle and we cannot wait.
Yep. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool. So, folks, we're going to start playing. I'll teach how to play in case you don't know. Scroll up a little bit. Or one more time, here's a link that you'll be able to play along if you go to that webpage after we explain how to play. And apparently, Ruel's a shark, so he's going to crush us all. I've only played the game all the way through once, so I'm afraid. In fact, I mean, Rob, if you see me going wrong, definitely step up and correct me. But I think I've got the basics. Okay.
I don't think this game is that difficult. It's just you're just trying to find those combos so you can start chaining actions together.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm ready to
All right,
go,
then
sir.
let me go over. All right, and I think, yep, you can still hear me. Ruel has disappeared now. Let me take my slippers off because it's getting pretty warm in here. Okay, because I'm nervous. You wouldn't be able to tell, but I definitely am. Okay, one more swig. One more swig. All righty, where are we? Hey everybody, today Rahdo runs through Rolling Realms, but before I get going, please turn your subtitles on to the Klingon channel so that when I make rules goofs, you'll know what they are. And if you've done that, well then welcome to the realms, everybody. Here's my realms over here, and over to the right you will find Ruel Gaviola's realms. What the? Ruel, what are you doing here?
I don't know what's going on, but this is really fun. I am part of a run through with you for the first time ever. I'm super excited to be here. And this game is going to be fun. I really, I enjoy this game. When Jamie started working on it during the pandemic, during the first initial lockdowns, and I've seen it go through many iterations. And to actually have a copy in hand now right in front of me is really, really special.
Well, I'm told you're a shark at this game, so I don't like my chances. But folks, maybe you watching at home will be able to, break down the mighty and fearful Ruel because you can play along with us. If you check out the links in the show notes, there will be a link going to Publisher Stonemeyer's website where you can download and print out a piece of paper that replicates all 9 of these cards that we're going to play through. We've already got 3 set up. There's going to be 6 more coming over the course of the game, and you can just print that out. Alternatively, on that link down the show notes, you can also get a digital version of the piece of paper, so you don't even have to print anything out. You can just play along with us using your mouse and keyboard and your computer that you're presumably watching this with. I don't know if it'll work on mobile. I didn't try that out, but let us know how you do in the comments down below. And wish me luck, folks, because I'm still a relative noob at this game, but I will do my best. Now, here is the situation. Like I said, the full game actually comes with all 9 cards plus 2 more bonus cards that are not available on that link down below. So we will not be playing Pendulum or the Society, which is really Red Rising. These cards are out. We're going to be playing through all of the other worlds that Stonemaier Games has brought us over the years. Viticulture, Wingspan, Scythe, Charterstone, Between Two Castles, My Little Scythe, Between Two Cities, Euphoria, and Tapestry. And I figured, you're supposed to pick randomly, but I figured, hey, let's put out the 3 big ones. The big, top of the, Wingspan sold over 1 million copies, was just announced the other day. Scythe, Viticulture. Okay, we are going to be rolling and then using these dice in these realms. And we're going to play through what? I guess it's 9 times 3. We're going to play through 27 turns of this. And once we play through 9 turns of this, we will score all our progress on these cards. They'll go away, and then 3 more will come out. We'll keep rolling 9 more rounds in, like, say, these 3, and so on. But you might be wondering, well, what do I do? Because if you're going to play, you need to know some basics. Here's the deal, folks. On a round, we roll the dice. This is it. We're starting now. In the first round, rolled a 3 and a 6. Everybody, this isn't really necessary, but it's just kind of handy to keep track of stuff, writes down the 3 and the 6. And now everybody has 3 cards in front of them, the same 3. In one of them, Viticulture, Wingspan, or Scythe, we are going to put the 3. In the other one, we are going to put the 6. Normally, you cannot put the same die result on the same card. Now, there are some ways to break the rules. As you can see, over the course of the game, we can be collecting all kinds of resources that we can use to change the value of dice, to break the rules about being able to go on multiples, to create virtual dice out of nowhere. But to get those resources, we have to hit certain spaces on all of these cards. Now, I should say one thing. You never want to do it. But if you roll these dice and you do not like the results, instead of rolling a 3 somewhere, I could just ignore the 3 and I could immediately claim 1 heart, 1 pumpkin, or 1 coin. It's not great, but it's better than nothing if you got yourself in a bad situation. But let me go on ahead and zoom in a little bit so I can talk a bit more about these cards. And Ruel, I'm sure, has already decided what he's going to do. But, so, Viticulture, Wingspan, and Scythe. Alrighty. Wingspan, I think, is the simplest of the entire set. This one, if I take the 3, I put it in the leftmost box of any of these. If I take the 6, I put it in leftmost. You're just going to pick one of the 3 birds, and you're going to fill them in from left to right. The trick is that once you have filled in all 3 of these spaces, you want the total of those numbers to equal a wingspan of 7. Over here, you want the total to equal 12. Over here, you want the total to equal 16. So, those first couple numbers are fine, but you want to make sure you get the right number to, get these, because that's how you can get a star. Now, you will also, when I put my first value here, I'll get a heart. When I put my second value here, I'll get a pumpkin. When I put my third value here, I'll get a star. Stars are points. So I can get 3 stars just by filling these up. But if I want to get all 6 stars from this card, I have to make sure this equals a 7, the total. This is a 12. This is an 18. Right? That's pretty much straightforward, right? Mural?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Just as another, so you're getting a star for filling out these here, and you're getting an additional star for hitting the exact total.
Exactly. So, like, yep. You know what? I am going to put my 6 right here, and that has given me 1 heart. So I mark that I have 1 heart. Now, it's not until I have 2 or 3 hearts that I can actually do anything with them. So I'll come back to that later. Now, I've got to put my 3 somewhere in Scythe or Viticulture. Let's talk about Viticulture. So this is interesting. You'll notice there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'll put my 3 right here. And what that means is I have given myself another heart. I now have 2 hearts. And 2 hearts, if I spend them by crossing them out, that lets me duplicate a pair result. If my dice had come up as pairs, I could spend those 2 hearts and get a third. So if I had 3 3s, I could get a third 3, and I'd put that in the third card. So I've got some hearts now, and I've got this. Now, let's talk about how Viticulture works. I can't put another 3 here, but I could do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, instead of using that 3 here, as it says, or use the sum of 1 die and the value of at least 1 gained grape to mark a wine order. So I've got grapes. Later on, say I got a 6 and I used a 6. I could either use that 6 to get a number 6 grape, or I could combine that 6 with my number 3 grapes. And that's like I'm crushing those grapes with my 6. Combined, 3 plus 6 is 9. that would allow me to make any of these wines, because if that combine of the die and the grape that I got earlier is less than or equal to these, I get the wine, and that's how I get 2 stars here, 2 stars here, and 2 stars here. So I am starting to work on wine. Now, I did not go to Scythe. So let's talk about this a little bit. The main thing you're going to do is use your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 to immediately get a coin, get a heart, or get a pumpkin. Straightforward. But instead of that, you could use the number to go for these down below. But and that's how you get the cards. You can see using the 5, 6, 2, 1, 4, and 3 over here lets you get one of the stars. Each card can get a maximum of 6. But to do these, I have to spend resources. So instead of putting my 3 here, I could have put my 3 here, spent that heart I got out of Wingspan, and score my first star over here. So that would have been the way I'd go. Now, this is a more interesting one because there's a slightly more complex thing, which is basically you either mark the top or the bottom. But when you're marking the top, if you want, if I did the 4 here, I could pay the pumpkin and do the bottom without needing the 1. Is that correct, Ruel?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. So all of this stuff, by the way, folks, there's reminders of this on the page that you can look at as well. I think that's all summarized. So actually, it occurs to me, maybe I don't have to go into all this much detail, do I? It's all right there on the page you're playing with. So, okay, I think when we get to the next round, I won't go into quite so much detail on how these play because you can just look it up yourself on the sheet you printed out or what have you. So anyway, that was mine. And Ruel, what did you do?
So I also went for the 6 on Wingspan and got myself a heart, but then I went to Scythe. That way I can use my 3 and get a pumpkin. So I've got 1 of each here. So trying to get some resources here. I like the fact that you did the double heart, so that's going to allow you to duplicate.
Yep.
I'm going to try to get a bunch of resources and hopefully, later in the round start using them.
Okay, one more thing, folks. I should point out, what do these things do? Maybe we should go over this a little bit. Why am I trying to get these?
Oh, yeah.
All right. If you have 2 pumpkins, you can spend them to increase or decrease the value of a die. And there's no wraparounds. You can't turn a 6 into a 1 or anything like that. If you get 3 pumpkins and spend them, you can still do that +1, -1, although you don't have to adjust the die at all. But what you can also do is break the rule of 1 die per realm. So, if I had 3 pumpkins, I could cross them out to put my 3 and my 6 in Wingspan if I wanted. Okay, so that's what pumpkins are all about. Hearts, if I have 2 hearts, which I now have, when I roll a pair, if I roll 2 6s, I could cross out my pair, and it's like I got a third 6, so I put a 6 on each card. Now, if I get a third heart, then I can gain a die of the same value. I don't have to wait for pairs. I can always, if I had a third heart, I could do it and get another 3, so I'd have a 3, 3, 6 to put in the various things. Coins, the simplest use for coins is just cross out a number of coins, and that's like a virtual die you got. If you cross out 3 coins, it's like you got a 3, and you can put that in your third card. Or if you cross out 6, it's like you got a 6. Now, if you spend 2 coins, though, if the value of the dice combined are 7, then you can copy either. So if this was a 6 and a 1, so they were 7, you could spend 2 coins and either get another 6 or another 1, right? Okay.
Yeah, that is correct. And just as a reminder, folks, you have to place that outside of the realms that you chose for that round.
You always have to place every die, whether it's real or virtual, in a new realm, unless you're using the triple pumpkin that lets you break that rule. Yep. Got it.
That is right.
Okay, that's it, folks.
Cool.
We taught you all the rules to play this game. So Ruel is going to take us into round 2. Roll.
Yeah, I love this about the game because each card, when you have the actual physical version, but also in the print and play, all the rules for the game or for each realm is printed right there. So it's great. Okay, I've rolled. Oh, 1 came off the here. It is a 6 and a 3 for 9. So, hey, the exact same thing.
Oh, you know what? Actually, looking a bit more closely, I had this backwards. I said the sum had to, this is kind of weirdly worded. Right, if you crush grapes with a future die, mark a wine order equal to or less than that sum. The wine has to be less than, not more than. So I had that backwards there, just for the record.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So actually, this 3, wow, even if I combine it with a 6, I can't get to the 10, can I?
Equal to or less than, isn't it?
I'm just going to double check this. Alrighty. Either gain a grape,
mark
which
a wine order,
and a resource,
or less than, so if you have a 9,
or use the
you're
sum
less than 10.
of the die and the thing. 1 gain grape plus the die to mark a wine order equal to or less than the sum. So that means
Yeah.
the wine has to be less than. Is that right?
Wait.
That
Now
seems
I'm
wrong. How could you
confused.
ever
I
get
thought
3 out of here?
that's the thing, because there's a 1 there. So if you had the 1 marked on your viticulture, then you rolled a 6.
Ah,
You put the 6 plus the 1 is 7. That is less than 10,
right. But the
right?
thing is, the wine has to be, we have to be greater than. So the trick to this is we have to combine multiple grapes. So if I get a 1
Okay, got it.
and then I get a 6 later on, I could combine that 6 with the 3 and the 1. That gets me to 10. That lets me crush and
Got
gets
it.
the 2.
Understood.
That's it.
Okay.
Phew.
That is
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, folks, that's why you always want to watch with those Klingon subtitles turned on, because I'm sure Paulo was already
That's right.
shouting at me, and he caught it a while ago. So anyway, so I've made my life a little bit tougher, but we'll work with it. So what did we get for our second round? Oh my gosh, it is literally
Same
another
numbers.
3 and another 6. Okay.
So I'm going to go with a 6 here.
All right, I'm going to keep on going here. I'm going to put a 6 here. That gives me my first pumpkin. So now 12. So now I want to get a 4 over here. And remember, I can use pumpkins to change values because I need to get a 4 to get that wingspan. And let's see. So now a 3 goes someplace. It can't come here, so I'll put the 3 over here. Alrighty. And that got me another pumpkin. So now I've got 2 pumpkins. So later on, I could turn a 3 or a 5 into the 4 I need to finish that. All right, I'm pretty happy.
Yep.
And I just pulled
same
my
here.
earplug out so I can't hear it well. All right, and what did you do, Rob?
So what I did, I went to Wingspan because
Right.
I want to complete this one here, and then I also went to Viticulture as well. So now I have 2 pumpkins and 2 hearts.
Okay,
as well.
so we're kind of very you are literally copying me turn for turn.
Well, I went to side for. Oh wait, you came.
You didn't even realize that we've done the exact same thing. Of course, I think things will branch out more as we get something other than a 3 and a 6.
Or 6.
Yeah, let's see here.
That's funny that we would.
What?
Okay. What?
What? Okay. That's how it
Okay.
rolls, but we can both change these if we want, which I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to cross both of these out to turn this 3 into a 4 to get this.
Wait a second. I was going to do the exact same thing. Oh my
It's
gosh.
ridiculous.
You know what? No, I'm not even going to do it. Just because you did that, I'm going to do something else.
All
okay.
right.
I'm going to go.
That's when I won. All right. So I got my first star for doing that, for fitting that space, and I'm going to get another star for actually hitting 6 plus 6 plus 4. But I've used up those. Now I've got to put my 6 someplace. Let's go on ahead and, right. Let's start collecting some more pumpkins. Boom. So I can manipulate the dice again in the future. Okay. And so, and
Okay,
Ruel is
what I'm
thinking
gonna do
about something
is-
less than perfect.
So-
That's ridiculous.
Okay, so I did. I put the 6 here inside. Got my
As
pumpkin.
did I.
So just to show, I want to show. I want to show everyone how we this pumpkin thing
Okay.
works. So with my pumpkins, I've got 3 of them. I'm going to use all 3 in order to take this 3 and make it into a 4.
Right.
Okay. And that 4, I'm going to place. I can place it twice. All right.
Yes,
I can
you,
use
in
it
addition to
a-
manipulating the die, you can break the rule of putting multiples into the same zone.
Oh, you know what? No, that's not the one. I was thinking I could duplicate. Duplicate is the hearts.
That's the hearts, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I don't
and,
have
and,
enough
and
to
a double
do that.
coin also lets you duplicate if we would ever roll a 7 combined.
Yeah. Okay. So that's okay. So that's not what I want to do. Okay. So tell you what, I'm going to stick with the 6 here because I don't want to totally copy your work. You know, like in school, like certain students did. I'm going to go the 3 here in this one here and get another pumpkin. So I'm going pumpkin heavy.
Yeah.
This.
And you know what?
This
Think
game.
about it a little
Okay.
bit more. Remember, Scythe of these 3 is the most complex one, I think. When I put this 6 here, I am going to spend this heart to go on ahead and get this star. Because the side thing is, you can go for the top,
that's
you
right.
can go for the bottom, or you can do both if you do the top and can pay the bottom at that point.
That's right. I always forget about that with size. So I am going to copy your work there and do the same thing because I can spend a heart. Yes, of course. Okay, so let me do this here. So I have spent 1 heart. I have 1 heart remaining. I have 4 pumpkins. Okay,
All right,
cool.
round 4. Roll something other than a 3 and a 6.
I know. That's so weird. Okay, well, it's still 9, but it's a 4.
All right, I'll take it, though. Anything other than another
4 and
3 and another 6. All right. So, let's see here. A 6. I am going to go ahead and I'll keep on working on Wingspan. I'll come over here with the 3 and get my first coin. which I can now use if I get a 2 later on to get this star. And the 6. Where's the 6? Can't go here. And, right. So I could use the 6 over here and get rid of my last pumpkin, or I could do the 6 over here. It won't do me any good to combine it with this, so I can get it. I'm going to come over here with the 6 and get another pumpkin. So now I've got 2 pumpkins again, so I can adjust dice. All right. I'm pretty happy with that.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
And then what I'm going to do, I've taken my 4 here, and I've gotten this star and wingspan. So I got 2 stars, 1 for this and 1 for finishing one. And then I'm going to use that. I am going to use the pumpkins now. I want to show everyone how you do that. So with my 4, I'm going to bump that up to a, wait, no. 4, I go here. No, you know what? I don't even have to do that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use my 4 here inside, collect a coin, and then I'm going to spend a pumpkin, my first pumpkin,
And
in
get
order
your
to get
second
that
over
second
there.
star. Yep.
Right. So you interacted with Scythe, and what was the other one you interacted with?
Oops. The other one was wingspan, where I put my 4 here. Oh wait, did I put I made 2 4s. Okay, so I had to.
Yep, I thought
I
so.
owe myself 2 pumpkins to make that a 4, and then this was the
okay.
other
So
4.
and that lets you break the rule of being able to go to a place twice. Perfect.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm going to see a 1 and a 2, or anything other than the
Anything
same range we keep getting.
Yeah.
Can I call him, or
There's
can I
1.
call him?
Wow. Okay.
That's kind of creepy. Okay.
No wonder why you had that extension 666. You are the devil,
yes.
Okay.
And if folks want to know what
1,
that's
2.
all about, you can check out the RvR extended show from the week of November the 23rd. Because that sounded a little weird and just random out of context.
Right.
All right. So I've got this 2. I'm going to spend this 2 over here plus this coin that I just got to get my second star over here on Scythe. So that was that. And now my 1's got to go. All right. Let's go over here and get myself another pumpkin. All right. Okay. And I'm good to go.
So I put the 1 in wingspan and got myself a coin. Okay. Then I'm going to use the 2 over here to get myself a heart, and then I spend a pumpkin for a star.
Right. Okay.
So I'm all out of pumpkins now.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm sitting on 3
let's
pumpkins.
roll the dice.
Roll them bones.
Okay. I'm going to call a 3 and a 4. Hey, how about double 6s?
Or double 6s, also something to call. And unfortunately, I just used my heart. If I had my double hearts, I just got a pair, or we just got a pair, and I could get a third 6. But unfortunately, I killed a heart to do, I don't remember what now. All right, so 6 and 6. All right, I'm definitely not going to put a 6 here because that means I'll never hit this wingspan. But I will go ahead and put a 6 here, which, by the way, gets me that heart. Nice. Okay. And then I will use a 6 over here to crush these grapes. 6 plus 6 plus 3. Oh, no, 6 plus 6 is 12. So I just made my first bit of wine. That's 2 stars. By mixing 1 6 with that 6, that's 12. I got 2 stars. I did my other thing here. And now I'm going to use my 2 hearts to get a third 6 out of the 6s we've got, and I'm going to use it over here to and spend 1 of my pumpkins to get another star over there. Boom, boom, bibbity boom. All right.
Wow. I think we know who the shark truly is.
I don't know
folks.
about that.
Great
That's
job.
very kind of you to say.
So what I do with my 6s, I put 1 in wingspan, got myself a coin, and put 1 in viticulture, get myself a pumpkin. And really simple turn that turn, but hopefully the next turn I'll be able to do some comboing. Oh, let me put this
And by
here.
the way, for folks keeping track at home, as a callback to that random reference Roel made a little while ago, yes, I just did use 666 to very good effect in a turn. Okay, next roll. Whee! A 1 and a 2 again.
What?
I do not know what the. I mean, I guess all outcomes are equally statistically as likely, right?
Yeah.
But this is weird.
That's true.
This is still pretty weird.
It's really wow.
Okay, I
so 2 1.
am going to. Right, so what I need? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need a 3 here. All right. I am going to use my last 2 pumpkins to turn this 2 into a 3 to get that star, and I hit the wingspan, so I got both of them, right? 6 plus 6 is 12. Right, so that was that, and now I've got a 1. I'll just put this 1 over here and get a coin. And sadly, I do not have a heart to pay to get that star, but I'll live with it.
Okay. So 2 and 1, I'm going to use the 1 here to get myself a coin, and then I'm going to spend the heart to get that
Yep.
star. And then my 2, I'm going to use here in viticulture. So I'm going to use the 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 2 is 11. So that gets me this.
Okay, 2 stars for you.
I have crushed my grapes.
All right.
Okay. So just real quick, I almost forgot to do this. The last round was a 6 and a 6, and then we have a 1 and 2. So we have 2 more turns.
Wait a minute. Did I forget to write numbers? Oh, I didn't write the 6-6 last round. There we go.
Yeah, I totally forgot to do that. Okay, last 2 turns.
Here
folks.
we go.
Double fives.
Double fives again. All right. So double fives. 2 5s. 2 5s. 2 5s. 2 5s. 2 5s. All right. Do I go for this? Do I put a 5 in here, hoping I can get a 1 to get that last wing, or do I put a 5 over here? Do I put a 5 over here, get another heart? Because if I had a heart, I could spend it and get the star. Ooh. We have one more roll.
Yep.
And shoot.
It's a tough roll.
Shoot the boot. Shoot the boot.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
All right, so if I get this, I'll get a pumpkin. And if we get a 6, I could mix them. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take a 5. The 5 goes there, and that gets me another pumpkin. Whee! And then the other 5 can't go there. The other 5 has to go here. So I could give myself a heart, or I could just spend the... No, I don't have a heart. And I just got myself a pumpkin. Right, I'll just come here. And, yeah. Nope. Oh, I'm gonna take a chance. Take a chance on me. Actually, I can't fail. I can't fail. This is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna put the 5 there. That gives me another coin. I've totally got this in the bag. All right. So, are you ready?
Nice. I'm ready. So what I did on that turn, I used my 5, gained a heart, spent a coin to get my 5th side star, and then my other 5 I put in viticulture, got a pumpkin because I'm hoping I can use that to finish out my wingspan next turn.
All right.
Okay.
Well, speaking of,
I believe it is.
Yep. Odd number of rounds. So this is for. I keep forgetting to write down the 5s and 5s.
I do. I always do that, and this is actually really helpful.
It is, yeah, because it's really easy to lose track as the game goes on and things get complicated, and you do triple, quadruple combos and such. Yeah. All right, last round.
By the way, folks, just real quick, just a reminder: any resources that you do not use at the end of the round, they are equal to 0.1.
Yes, each one of your unused resources will be 1/10 of a point, and yes, fractions count in this game. All right, here we go. I want to see a 6. Right? I don't know. I'm just gonna see what we see. A 4 and a 3. Hey, that's a 7.
Hey, finally.
So, if somebody has 2 coins, they can spend 2 coins to duplicate this 3 or this 4, because we have the combined of 7, and so you can get 3 dice. All right, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spend 1 coin, because remember, you can always spend a coin anytime you want, or any number of coins anytime you want, to make a virtual die. So I'm spending 1 coin to make a number 1 die and put that right here, and that just got me that star and that star. So I got all 6 of my wingspan stars. Yay me. And now I got to do 3s and 4s elsewhere. So, right. Why do I... Go, because I combined these? Why do I have 2 things crossed out? Why do I have
which one?
2 crossed out? I haven't made 2 wines, and I didn't... Ugh, that's weird. I'm confused. I must have done a silly thing. I crossed this out. I must have X'd that instead of circling it. I'm sure that's what happened. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to combine this 4 with that, and that's a 9. Oh, no, I'm going to combine this 4 with this 5 and this 3, so that gives me up to 12, and I'll go on ahead and make some more delicious wine. So the 4 went over there. The 3's got to come over here, and I do not have a heart, so I can't spend... Oh, hold on a second. Now. Okay, the 4 didn't come over here. I'm going to send the 3 over here, because 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 5 is 11, so I could still do it. The 4 comes over here. I come here with the 4, spend this coin, and I got 1 more star. Phew! Okay, that was the way to go.
Okay.
If I'm not cheating too terribly bad.
And then what I did, I used the 3 here to get my wingspan and bonus star. Then I used the 4 here to get a total of sum of 10 to do another wine and viticulture. And then I spent 2 coins to give myself a virtual
Yes.
2, and I placed it over here inside
Oh, to
to
hit that
mark
spot.
this 2 to take that spot and do the final thing. Now, when I did the 2 here, I actually I spent a coin, but I don't spend a coin there. I actually keep that coin. It's only when you mark the top one where you can
No,
do
is
that
that the
bonus.
case? I think it's
I
either
believe
way.
so, right?
Right.
Oh,
The,
it's
the
either way.
row
Okay,
provides
then I do have
resources.
it.
When you mark the top row number, you may also right. The top row provides resources. The bottom row costs. So you have to pay. It's just it
Yep.
can be more efficient if you can do 2 with 1, but you can't always do it
Right.
because hey, you might have the thing, but you don't have the resource at that moment. So you
Correct.
pay that
Okay,
coin,
so that's what
pal.
I did there. Yeah. So I did have just enough coins to do that. And then I do have, what was this? Oh, no, I can't do anything else. Okay. So that's the end of the
All
round.
right. Well, that was the end of round 1. So now we tally up. In round 1, I've got 6, 10, 14, 14.1 because I had one thing left over. 14.1.
Okay. I also had 14, side the wingspan viticulture, but I had 14.4 because I had a couple of resources left over.
And it begins.
Very close.
It begins. Okay, folks. So now, one nice thing about the physical copy of the game, great components. I mean, look at these dice. They're ridiculous, but in the best way. The game also, I've never seen this in another roll and write that has dry erase. It comes with cool little reusable things to clean all your stuff up. Because you are now going to clean. Well, you don't have to at home if you don't have a copy of the game. You're just going to go through all your stuff or you're using the digital page, which remember the links for that were down in the show notes. You erase all of this except for my score of 14.1 versus 14.4. And if you had had any leftover stuff, it's gone now. You converted it into tenths of points. And we say goodbye to Wingspan, Viticulture, and Scythe. And we say hello to 3 more cards. How about Charterstone, Between Two Castles, and Tapestry? Oh, and look at that. The Between Two Castles randomly happened to become between the Charterstone and the Tapestry. Okay.
So perfect.
So we now have 3. We're going to keep doing the same stuff, folks. We're going to roll these dice 9 more times and fill in and get as much as we can out of these. But the rules have certainly changed. Let's go on ahead and take a closer looky-loo at them. Alrighty. So over here for Tapestry, we are going to play some Tetris. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 lets you create these Tetris-y polyomino type shapes in here. Some spaces are already filled, so you can't overwrite those. When you completely fill a square, you get the resource that's in that square. So once I get these 3 things, I'll get that heart. When you completely fill a row or a column, and that's both things, not just like it's like these 2 rows or these 2 rows. When you completely fill the big squares, you can get a star. So you get all 6 stars by filling in everything. Good luck with that. Okay. Between Two Castles. This one's a pretty straightforward one. You have to start building 2 castles. You always start on the bottom. You pick a column and you start at the bottom. So if I put a 5 here, that's fine. But now, above the 5, I must put a 4 or less, right? Each number must be lesser than the one directly below it. So if I put a 5 here, then I could put a 4, and then I could put a 1. But if I put a 2 here, I could put a 1 here, and I'll never make it to the top. And I want to make it to the top to get those coins. Now, if I put a 2 here and then a 1 here, hey, I'll have filled that column. I'll get the coin in the heart. So it's a little bit easier, but you want to start with high numbers and work your way up, obviously. Now, you score stars in here by completing the rows. So once I fill that space, and that space, I get a, per complete row, each has, I'm sorry. Once I fill that space and that space,
castle.
I'll have gotten a star. When I fill this just space, this row will be complete on that one, and I'll get a star. So that's how the castles work. And Charterstone, this is the funkiest one of the bunch. Alrighty, so you either use one of your dice to mark one of these buildings. I said I wasn't going to spend all this time explaining them, and yet I'm totally doing it. Well, we're here. I might as well finish it. So you can go on ahead and just get a resource. Nice and easy, quick, simple. Alrighty, so either use the die number to mark a building and gain that resource. Okay, then note the other rolled die on the crate. So right now, if we had a 5 and an 8, I might do this 5 and get a coin. I would put the 3 down here. And so over time, I might get different numbers on these crates, right? Now on a turn, instead of using my die to mark one of these, I could use a die to get a star out of every one of these crates. So if I put a 3 here and a 3 here and a 3 here, because I had a 2, 3 and a 4, 3 and a 5, 3, later on when I use a 3, instead of filling up this 3 space over here, I could say 3s will get me a star for each one of these, and you cross those out. Does that make sense? Did I get that right?
That is correct. Yeah, that is the funkiest of the bunch. Nice Marky Mark reference there.
Okay.
But yeah,
that is
yeah,
a good
one,
sensation, I have to say.
Okay.
Nice. So I believe it's your roll.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna roll. Hey, this is different. A 1 and a 4.
Where's our 3 and our 6? I don't know what to do with myself. Yeah. A 1 and a 4. Okay.
A 1 and a 4.
So, do not want to put a 1 on the ground floor over here. That would be crazy.
Well, you can do it right here to get a pumpkin.
That's true. Yes, you're right. You could just and you'd completely complete that one. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get a pumpkin over here. So I'm going to cross this. This gives me my first pumpkin of the second round, and I put the 4 down here. And so that means, folks, I want to fill all of these bushels up with 4s, so later on I can use a 4 here and just score them all. So that's kind of a goal I'm going for. And now, the number that comes down here, you cannot manipulate that number. You can't use your your pumpkins to increase or decrease. That has to be the natural number that appears, if I recall correctly. That's right, isn't it?
That's okay. Correct, yes.
Cool.
So
that was a 1. Now, number. For a 4, I think it's Tetris time. My favorite Tetris piece, the T, is going to go over here. Now, what is the best way to squeeze that in? The most efficient way to squeeze that in? Oh. All right, I'll go like this. All right, so boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 and I just got a coin. Okay, so I made that, and I need to keep on spreading out to get some more stuff there. So I put a 4 here, I put a 1 here. What did you do? You went for the castle.
One for the castle, and then I also did tapestry, but I put my Tetris piece right in the middle so I could get myself a pumpkin. So I've got 2 pumpkins.
My turn. Let's roll them bones. Okay, come back over here. A 2 and a 6. Oh, we were very close to a 3 and a 6. All righty. So 2 and a 6. Gotta have that 6 now. I do not want to do this. I want to wait till a 4 before I fill another bushel, so I'm staying away from there. Let's see. The 6 is the biggest Tetris piece. You could fill a lot of space with that 6. But unfortunately, I gobbled up probably the best space to use that 6 in. Right? Because that's a funky shape. Funky shape. Funky shape. So I think maybe I'll just go for the 6, and I'll start building low so I can work my way up there. And so for the 2, a 2 is a nice little easy thing to squeeze in. I will... No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put a 6. Although, I mean, if I get a couple numbers out of here, that's not bad. I can't put it here, so that means I got to do a size 2, 2. Let's see here. Now, here's a question, Ruel. What happens if I use a virtual die in Charterstone? Do I just take either of the dice and put it in the basket? I assume that would be the case.
That's what I would assume. That's a great question.
Thank you. Unfortunately, Jamie's not here.
Yeah, either use to mark the building and then note the other rolled die on the crate. That die remain available for another round.
So there's nothing about a virtual die. Maybe you just aren't allowed to put a virtual die in. Does that mean I can't use a virtual die on the top? I don't think there's an FAQ
I'm going
in
to
the
the
rules.
rule book. Yeah, I don't think there is. That is Charterstone.
Yeah, that's the Charterstone. But in the meantime, I'm just going to stick over here, and I will put a 2 like this. So I'm halfway towards getting that heart. All right.
Okay. So what I did was I did tapestry for my number 2, so I could fill this in, get myself a coin.
Look at him go.
And the number 6 over here between 2 castles, so I can complete that row.
Okay. Roll them bones.
Cool. All right. Got a 2 and a 6. I'm following you again.
This is ridiculous. Okay.
Another 2 and a 6.
All right, and so now it has to be lower, so I can't put a 6 here. All right, so the 6 is again with that big crazy shape. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put a 6 over here and do the super shape. Bip, 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 bip. That gave me a coin. That didn't get... Oh, and that gave me a heart because that's filled in. All right, and so now 2 has to go someplace else. And a 2, I think, is pretty safe to put right there. which just got me another pumpkin. All right. So there we go.
And I put the 6 in Charterstone. I noted the number 2 here in the little basket or whatever it is. And then I put my 2 in between 2 castles.
All right, and you're up. Or no, I can't tell because we both have 2s and 6s on the screen.
We keep rolling. I just
okay.
rolled.
All right.
Your turn.
All right, double 6s again. Weird.
Ooh.
All right, so double 6s would only be useful if we had 2 hearts, and neither of us do. But who knows? Maybe the audience does. So what am I going to do with these 6s? I cannot squeeze a 6 into here anymore. Okay. All right, which means, although I do have some coins, so I could change. What's a 5? A 5 is that big shape there. It's really sloppy, but I think I'm going to use my 2 pumpkins to turn that 6 into a 5 and go bop, 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 bop. Oops, that was too many. One short. All right, so as it's that shape, which is right. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that just got me another pumpkin. And right, so I've got a couple of 1s. That's kind of wasteful, but I'll use some virtual 1s over the course. And now I got to put another 6 someplace else. Where are the 4s? Where are the 4s?
I know. Right. We need a 4 out.
All right. Or you want the 2s? Yeah. All right. So it's a bit overkill, but I'll just go on ahead and start building there with a 6. So I'll pretty easily get those double hearts later. Or do I want double hearts or do I want heart? No, I'll take double hearts. Okay. All right, and what are you up to?
So I put my 6 here between 2 castles right there, and I can't use a 6 here. Nope. I could bump it down to a 5 to get myself a coin, and then, but this tapestry thing, it's killing me that I can't use this this big 6
kind of wasted. I mean, because there's a couple of good spots to put those 6s in on the tapestry.
Yeah, like you have to get those 6s early. Exactly. In tapestry, right?
Or just stay away from it and do it later, which neither of us did.
Exactly. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to use the pumpkins to make this a 5 to get me a coin. So I
did the same thing,
and then
but
mark 6. Okay.
But I did a 5 to squeeze in some more tapestry stuff. All right.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. You're doing really well in the tapestry. Very nice.
Show me a 4.
Hey, here's a 1 and a 3.
All right. Well, I'll take the 1 because I've got some little 1s by 1s to fill in here. And I'll take the 3 and I will finish this column. Boom, that's 2 hearts for me. So now bring on the pairs. I am prepared for the pairs.
Okay, and I'll put the 3 over here. So again, another heart. Okay,
by the way, I forgot. I have filled the first row of the castles. So, actually that's 2 because I filled the first row of this castle and that castle. As I can see, as do you, yes.
Yeah, so I did my 3 in tapestry, got my filled this up so I can get a heart, and then I just did that castle.
All right, here we go.
All right, your roll.
4s. Show me 4s.
Yeah, how about a 4?
Hey, that's 1. I'll take it. All right,
that's
so
one.
I'm going
to
to 6 it over here, get myself a coin, and get my second 4 in the basket. And now my 4's got to go someplace else. A 4 is the old trusty T. Do I have a good T spot in here? I kind of do. Although I'm making a lot of gaps, a lot of... But I'll do it. No, yes, I will. Bip, 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 bip. And that got me another coin. Alrighty. And, I'm just 1 away from finishing that row. Ugh, I need a lot of 1s. But remember, I can always use my coins 1 at a time to stuff 1s in here to plug all these holes I'm making for myself.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. What I did on that turn, I put a 4 here, noted the 6, and then I put the 6 over here. And I am 1 away from completing that, and I did complete a row on the castle as well.
All right, I'm wondering.
All right, so we got 3 turns.
Oh yeah,
left,
do we?
Right?
Okay. Oh, I've been totally forgetting to write down numbers. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
1, 3, then 4, 6. Yep.
4, 6. All right.
Okay, here we go. 2, 2.
2 2s. Hey, I've got a pair. Oh, you want those 2s, don't you? For your back. Oh no, you wanted 6s. All right.
I wanted 6s.
All right, so
but
2 2s. I'm gonna put this over here so I stop looking at my old numbers, which are no longer valid. All right. 2s are 2 by... Right, so I need a 1 and a 1 and a 1. And, right, so I think I want to be 2ing it up over... No, don't like it. Don't like it at all. All right. I don't want to start on a 2. But I mean, I've got lots of ones queued up. So, all right, so I'm going to spend a coin and do a 1 over here, which gets me a heart. And I have finished this full row, so I got my first star there. All right, so that was my virtual, and now I got to put 2s over here. So I will put a 2 there and a 2 there to get another pumpkin. And then I got to put a 2 over here. But I will spend both of these pumpkins to turn that 2 into a... No, I won't. I won't. If I need to, I'll spend them later. I'll just put a 2 right here. And I need a 1 there. Okay.
Okay. What I did with the first 2 is put it here to gain a pumpkin and wrote down the number 2 there.
Diversification in your buckets.
Yeah. And then I went over here to do this 2, completes this one, a single row there, got 2 more pumpkins. Then I'm going to spend 3 pumpkins in order to get a number.
Don't say it.
Wait, is it 3? Adjust the die. No.
You can't. You don't have to adjust the die. The important thing is you can take either of the dice, adjust it or not, and shove it in the same space again.
And I'm gonna. So what I want to do is use the same die, the 2, in the same realm Charterstone, and mark off these 2 for 2 stars.
All right. Boom, bitty boom. Yeah, I am definitely falling behind at this point, folks. Do not like it, Sam. I am. All right. It is time to roll in the hay. Got that reference? Terry Garr?
No, what is that from?
I'll let it linger. Roll in the hay. All right. Oh, good. I got a 1, so I can fill in some more of these gaps.
Oh,
so I'll put that there, which gives me a pumpkin, and that means I finished this row. Cool. And so what's my 5 going to be? 5 and a 1. Nope, my 5's going to start climbing over here. All right, I'm done.
Okay, I did 5 here for between 2 castles. I've completed another row, but I have a 1. Do I do it here for a pumpkin and then I put a 5 there? Or do I put the 1? I'm pretty much giving up on tapestry. I'm still terrible at that. So I'm going to go here for the 1, get myself a pumpkin, and then note the 5. Wow. I totally just gave up on tapestry. Well, I can still get a heart there. We'll see.
Oh, one more thing. I am going to use these 3 pumpkins to put another 1 in tapestry because I'm running out of time.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that 1 in tapestry again. All right. So I've almost filled that in now. Oh, hey, by the way, I've done this, so I've done that as well. Right,
Very nice.
Cool. All right, and this is it, right? Last roll.
This is my final roll, right? Is this me or you?
I have you.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Whoops.
Please be a 1.
4 and 3. 3 and a 4.
3 and 4. Oh, a 4! Oh, 4!
You got your 4. You got your 4.
All right, so I'm gonna put this 3. Oh no! No, I can't do both. I could put the 3 to put a 4 here, but then I wouldn't be able to pay the 4 to activate 3 4s. No!
Oh, no.
No! All right, and I just used up my being able to activate a space more than once. No! All right, well, anyway, I'm gonna use a coin for a virtual here so I can finish this row, get another heart, and get another star. All right, and so then I'm done over here, and so 3s and 4s. Right. I think I'll just go ahead and put the 4 here, which doesn't get me anything, but it does finish my second row, so I got another star, right? Oh, say I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 stars out of there, right? And then the 3 comes over here, gives me another heart, and a heart would let me gain 3 hearts would let me gain a die the same value as either roll die, but I already put a 1 over here. I need more pumpkins to be able, so that's that. Oh! So I got nothing out of this. Oh, no.
Oh, no. I got a 4 here. Getting these things. Heart and coin. Did not complete that. And then I have a 3 here. Oh, man. I mean, I get a coin or a heart here. Put that there. Yeah, I'm not going to get that. Oh,
so painful. So
yeah.
Final score.
This was tough.
I've got 8 plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.8. That 0.8 is embarrassing that I didn't use any of those hearts.
You want to talk about embarrassing? Look at this. I've got 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 8.0.
8.0. Wow. So I am still
That is
in
like,
it. This is not
yeah,
over and done, folks. Not by a long shot. So
yeah.
it is
So,
time to say goodbye to
nice.
Charterstone and
Yep.
Between Two Castles and
I'm
Tapestry.
always bad at that tapestry round. You did well on the
Not as well as I
tapestry
should
part.
have. If I'd done well, I would have finished it. And so finally, folks, we are between two cities, and those cities are Euphoria and My Little Scythe. Phew.
Ooh.
Okay. And
All right.
stopping for a second. Okay, we're gonna take a break. Hey everybody. We're still filming live, and I just figure actually don't put your cards out because I waited for a second when you had nothing on screen. So if you put your cards out after we start again, there won't be a pop, except you just moved your yeah, put them back in once we start. Because hey, audience, we didn't forget about you. We're taking a break. We're gonna see what's up. How are you all doing
Hydrate.
out there? And anybody who's actually playing along, I wonder. Have you caught any
There's a bunch of
terrible
people playing along.
mistakes?
This is
Is
great.
this entire game completely invalid so far?
Wow, some people got 6 on tapestry. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh
totally
my
doable.
gosh.
Jen does it without even breaking a sweat.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
Oh, should we do this view? I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's just go back to normal chitty chat. All right. We are not in the pre-show. We are now in the mid-show break. Just can relax for a little bit. If I can find the thingy. Nope, that's the wrong one. I will never memorize all the 50 bajillion shortcuts I have in front of me with this big old command center. Alrighty, mid-show. Mid-show break.
Hey, Duck of Death is
So
here.
let's see.
Hi, Duck of Death.
Did any big events happen while we were gone? Because I would hate if somebody would have rated us and we didn't say hi. Particularly because I forgot to put on my little, hey everybody, we can't pay attention to you right now. All right, Rosario, thanks for the follow. The same to Daryl. And all right. Oh, and we also thank you for subscribing with Prime, Exacting Vampire. Everybody, if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, be like Exacting Vampire. You can follow or you can subscribe to the show for free. That means you get to watch for a month with no ads, and you also unlock bonuses, which if you scroll down below the video, there's a subscriber only tab where you can get extra stuff for subscribing. So, no pressure. Of course, you can subscribe the old-fashioned way too with actual hard cold cash. You can see the reason we're doing this today is because we hit our previous subscriber target to unlock an RvR, and I'm hoping we'll unlock another RvR before the year is out. Because I'm having a good time. How about you?
Oh yeah, I love this. This is great, and I it's cool that we picked a game that everyone can play at the same time
totally.
as well. And yeah, some of these scores, people were just crushing.
Are they?
It. Duck of Death, Goblin, yeah, great scores. Ziggity, it's got 26.4 so far. Goblin's got 27.9.
Oh,
I'm just like, wow, yeah, some
Of
players
course,
out there, folks.
we can neither confirm. We have no proof of life. We have no proof of score here. But everybody who's watching, I think, is on the up and up. I'm fairly confident.
I believe that.
Thank you, Jack,
do.
for following.
Yes.
Welcome to the party, pal. I really do need to make that just it's just my natural go-to. I just say that all the time.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Let's see here. Decomposed. I love you too. Although I don't know that I don't know that I love decomposition. Well, decomposition is an important part of the cycle of life. You don't get some nice mushrooms without some decomposition and all that. You kind of stink a little
There you
bit,
go.
but I love you too, Deke. I'm just going to call you Deke if you don't mind. All righty.
Deke.
A 6 on the tapestry,
Okay.
says Wally. All right.
Wow. I think the most I've ever gotten tapestry is like 3 or 4.
Oh,
that's
not good.
Yeah, that's great. 6 is great.
Okay, and yeah, welcome, Dak, first time poster. Glad you're here with us. How are we doing? 74 subscribers.
Hey, Jack
We're
Dempsey.
holding on.
All right. Named after the boxer, I believe, right? The old school boxer, Jack Dempsey.
That sounds right for some reason. I don't know why I would know that, but somehow I seem to be carrying that in my head. Okay, are you ready to go on? You know what I'm going to do?
Ready. So,
before we keep filling,
when we go
I'm
back
actually
on,
going to look
I'm
at
gonna put
these,
the cards
so
on.
I'm not figuring them out as I'm reading them.
Oh, okay. I think these are easier ones,
Yeah,
right?
My Little Scythe, not
Scythe,
surprisingly,
Between Two
is the
Cities.
simplest one in the entire game. Because
Yeah.
it's based on a kid's game, basically, obviously.
Yep.
Right, so what is it? You just fill in the things. You fill in this side, you get pumpkins. You fill in that side, you get hearts. And whenever you put both 5s or both 2s or whatever, you get a coin. Is that it?
Yep, you got a coin, and then you're gonna mark what does it score? 2 points per resource type for which you've gained at least 6 this
Oh,
round.
right, and that's amongst all the cards.
Yeah.
So at the end of the game, we really do care about how we filled all that stuff in. Even if you've used them, you still score them. I remember that. All right, and let's see. And of course, sorry, folks, we're going to explain this again. But all right, so Euphoria, that was a pretty straightforward one. It's mark 1 over here, or mark 1, or you can mark both if pair. If you're pairs, you can do both columns. Otherwise, you do one or the other. And every time you, that's right. You want to start out low with these because you sum up the given area you're in, and it gets better and better. So if I put a 1 here, I get a coin. And then if I put a 5 here, 1 plus 5 is 6, so I get a star. And then if I put another 1 here, 1 plus 5 plus 6 is 7, I get another star, right? I believe that's right.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then Between Two Cities, this one's pretty straightforward too. Oh yeah, this is the fun one. This one, your worst score from either of these. This is my favorite in the game because I love Between Two Cities.
Yes.
But the more numbers you fit in here, the better your potential high score can be. Plus, if you do rows and columns, you get stuff. Right. Okay, I remember all that stuff.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and Goblin says Scythe and Between Two Cities should work well together. Oh, Goblin's already comboing before we even rolled anything. Okay, get your hands off the screen, and we'll pick up, and there'll only be a minor pop. If people are watching years from now, they may not even notice that anything happened. All right, one more sip of the sippy sip.
Stay hydrated, friends.
Okay, all right. Did the chat already talk about the board game shown on episode 1 of Wheel of Time? I have not seen Wheel of Time yet, but you've made me that much more excited to watch it, Jack. I feel like now I need to get it watched before next week's episode so we can talk about it there. Okay, you ready?
Okay, yeah. I haven't read it, or I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I am good to go.
Now, I had already put mine out. And you hadn't. Yes. Okay. So I'm just gonna start talking, and then you can just continue and put your stuff out as if nothing had actually happened. We did move stuff around. They're gonna see the pop, but still, we'll just minimize the pop as much as possible. Of course, we're gonna pop as well because we're not in the exact statue pose we were in, 5 minutes ago. And this time, I will put back on the reminders so everybody knows why we're ignoring them because we're actually recording live and they're just the audience. And we'll come back to you folks and maybe do some Q&A or something depending on how much time we've got after we're done. What time is it? It's 1:30. Yeah, we want to be out of here by 2, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Cool. Right. So this is for all the marbles. Get your cards out, Ruel. I like my chances. I heard you were a killer. I heard you were a pro. I'm a novice noob.
You were right there, my friend.
But I'm feeling good.
You were right
there.
All
right, so we are moving on. Oh, and so we've got 3. My Little Side, Euphoria, and Between Two Cities. Between Two Cities is the coolest one. When you fill rows or columns, you get these rewards. But the way you score is, at the end of this round, wherever I scored worst, Euphoria or Scythe, that will be my score over here. But say I had 4 over here and I had 3 over here, so I should get 3 points because that's my weakest of the 2. But if I only ever put 2 numbers here, the most points I can get out of this is 2. So you've got a weird balancing act with this one. It's you need to be scoring points over here, but you also need to be putting stuff over here because otherwise you can't even score the points for over there. All right. My Little Side is the easiest one in the game. You basically put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, get a pumpkin or a heart. Straightforward. As soon as you've done both 5s or both 2s or both 6s, you get a coin. And the way you score points here is, again, at the end of the round, you will score 2 points per resource type that you have gotten at least 6 resources. So amongst all these cards, you want to get at the end of this round at least 6 pumpkins, at least 6 hearts, and at least 6 coins. If you can do that, whether you use them or not is immaterial. If you can get 6 of each of these, then you'll get all 6 points down here. Right. And then Euphoria is the funkiest of these ones. You can put a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can put it in either column. And the first time you put 1 in a column, you get whatever you put in a column, you sum up everything that then is in that column and you get the appropriate reward. So if I put a 1 here, I get a coin. If I put then a 5 here, 1 plus 5 is 6, so I get a star. And then if I put a 2 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, I add all of them together, I get another star. So you kind of want to start low and work your way up so you can get the maximum stars out of this one. I think I got that right. Does that sound right, Ruel?
That is right, and I just, you know, I love the fact that the Between Two Cities is so thematic. It's just like the actual game, right? You
Yes.
have to look at the scores on either side of you, and you'll score the lower one. I
Yep,
love
yep,
that.
yep. Okay, here we
All right.
go for all the marbles. Boom. Double fours. Okay.
Oh, right off the
All right,
bat.
well, I'm
Okay.
then right off the bat, I'm just going to scythe. 4, 4. That gets me a pumpkin and a heart, and because I've done both fours, it gets me a coin.
Wait a second. What?
Oh, but I'm not doing
Um,
that because
you,
that would be a big fat cheaterson. Yeah,
okay, yeah.
I'm totally
Woo!
not
I was
doing
gonna
that.
say, is
That's
this
totally
a
wrong.
new game?
I'll just go on ahead and put a 4. Oh, one other thing about my little side that makes it a bit trickier. Because I put a 4 here, I cannot put a 4 adjacent to it. I have to put anything but a 4.
Yes.
So if I put a 3 here, then I can't put 3s there or there. So that is a restriction that is very, very important about Between Two Cities. Same number cannot be orthogonally adjacent. Fill the row or column, get the rewards. Your score is the worst of the other two. Okay. Right.
Okay. Oh, I messed up already. So
Did you also
I
cheat?
did not. I did. So I put a 4 here. I gave myself 2 pumpkins, but I'm not supposed to get that. So I put a 4 here, and I put a 4 here, got my pumpkin from
How
my
do you
other
have
side.
3 coins?
Okay.
Oh,
What?
okay, yeah. Oh, okay.
I erased it.
Okay. Right. Okay,
Okay,
so we
here we
both did
go.
very similar things. Because really, in Euphoria,
Yeah.
you
Oh, hey,
want to
there's a 2
start
and a 5.
small. Because once you put big numbers in
Yeah.
here, from that point on, it gets tougher to hit the stars. You end up overshooting and get more rewards. What do we got?
That's right. 2 and a
Show
5.
me what you got. All right, I'll put a 2 over here.
5.
And that means 2 gives me a coin. Yay. And I will put a 5 over here. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. So now, the best my Between Two Cities card, I could score 2 points because I put 2 things in here. But again, it's based on what I scored on the adjacents. All right.
Yep.
And all right, so
Okay.
that was.
And I also put my 5 here,
4,
put my 2
4,
there,
and
got
then
my
2,
coin.
5.
We're good to go. All right, let's do
All
this.
right, let's do this thing. All right, 4, 4 again. Wow.
Wow.
All right, I'll do my other 4 over
Okay.
here, which I tried to cheat earlier. And that means I get
Okay,
my
so
second
4.
coin. And where's that
Same.
other 4 go? I'll just come over here. Because I can't put that 4 there, but I can put it there. Okay.
Okay, so I also did the 4 inside so I
Yep.
can get my extra coin.
I suspect
and I put my 4
everybody
here
did
to
that.
Yeah, and I did my 4 here to complete this row, which gives me my 2
There
pumpkins.
you go.
Or this
All
column.
right.
Okay. So 4th round, and this is going by really quickly, folks. The next one is another 2 and a 5.
Okay, I said
5.
earlier that all outcomes are equally statistically likely. I say that to comfort
Not
myself,
in this game, apparently.
but I don't understand, Ruel. All right.
Yeah. This is silly.
I'm going to put the other 2 over here and start working on that, and I'm going to put the other 5 over here, and that means I got that, which is another heart and my 3rd coin. Okay, I'm ready, spaghetti.
So I'm putting my 5 here, and then my 2 over here. So when in Euphoria, I put my 2 on this. I don't add both. I just add this one area to get my coin.
Right, yeah, oh, whoops, and by the way, I didn't do that. Because this whole column has a 2 in it, I got another coin there. Right. But now the second time you put something in Euphoria, you add everything in that column, and you get progressively the bigger rewards.
Okay.
All right, so that was that was your ridiculous 2-5. Now, how about I roll another double 4?
4.
No, how about double
4?
ones?
Oh, double ones.
Wow,
Okay.
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 And I mean, I could pair up. Oh, actually, that's right. I mean, okay, so I could get a 3rd one. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend both of my hearts. So that means I get to put a 1 everywhere. So I'll put a 1 over here. That means I get another coin. I will put a 1 over here. That means I just got 2 hearts. I'm getting very sloppy. 2 hearts. These are both gone. And then I'll put a 1 over here, which gets me, or no, I'll put it over there and get another pumpkin. All right. I'm pretty happy with that.
I put my 1 in here, and then I put a 1 here to get a heart.
And remember, if you use your resources, those resources still count towards the points you'll score in my little scythe.
Right. Okay. Here we go. Next roll is a 1 and a 3.
All righty. I will do my other 1 over here and get another heart. And let's see.
3 here.
I don't think I need anything else here. I think I'm done with this because putting more in, increases my. But I mean, the best I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could get if I get a 5 over here and a 6 over here, I'll get the 5. So I think I'm done with that. What were we at? We're at 1 and 3. I did the 1. So let's put the 3 over here. Oops, I just crossed out the 4 though. Let's put the 3 over here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. That gets me my first star, because 4 to 10 gets me that. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so mine, I put the 3 here to get a couple of hearts. I put my 1 here, which matches this, so I get my pumpkin up there.
All right.
Okay. Or my heart. Was it heart or pumpkin? I forget. Okay, 1 and 3 is your roll.
All righty, let's do it. 3, 4. We have a 7. Houston, we have a 7. Which, if you would like to spend 2 coins, that's a third die. Yeah.
2 coins?
Yeah, remember 2 coins. If the sum is the sum is 7, you can spend 2 coins to give yourself another 3 or another 4.
That's right.
Yep.
Ooh, I like that.
So I'll put the 3 over here. 3 plus 2 is 5. That gets me my second star. Let's see, I put the 3 there. I will put the 4. I can't put a 4 over there. Hold that phone. Do not like that, Joan. All right. Take that star away. I'll put the 4 over here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's my second star, which means I can put a 3 over here and get myself my third pumpkin. And now, if I spend 2 coins, I could... No, but I remember I was done with this. I don't need it. It's dead to me, so I'm moving on. So I'm not going to spend my coins to do that. I might... Nope, I'm not going to do it. Oh, man. And remember, if you don't use them, they're worth fractions of points. Every fraction counts.
6, I got that.
Oh, no! I'm gonna get I erased my scores! Oh, no!
What?
Well, we're recording. The beautiful thing is we're recording. Yeah. I can check the tape later. Oh, no!
Yeah. Woo! Oh, my gosh. So then I can spend... So I did a 3 and a 4. I can do my hearts, or I mean my coins to get another 3 or 4. Which I'll do here. So 2 coins, and I'll put a 4 here to get me a heart and another coin. So I'm almost there.
Almost there.
Okay. Wait a second. Is this the last roll?
No, we have 2 more rolls.
Well, 2 more rolls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,
3 and
2,
a 6.
4. Oh, man. I'm in the danger of getting nothing out of side. Yikes. Okay, we're up?
6. Yeah, 3 and 6.
3 and 6. All right. I'm starting to regret ignoring my Between Two Cities. That's where I get my lion's share of stuff. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, first of all, I'll put the 3 over here and get another heart. So, yay. I got at least 2 stars for getting 6 hearts. And that meant I just got another coin. So, yay, I just got 2 more. Yahoo! Now, let's blow this thing out. We're almost... Yeah, right. Sorry, I was channeling Han Solo there for a second. I don't know why. It was all backwards. I went with the Yahoo. Anyway.
Did I give myself a pumpkin?
So that was the 3
Shoot,
and the 6. The 6, the 6, the 6. Let's just put this 6 over here and get some more stuff. So 6 plus all this other stuff means it's well over 11. I'm not getting... Although, I could just get another... No, I think I'm going to come here. 6 plus 2 is 8. 3. That's my third star. And,
so I got a heart.
Right, so I don't get anything.
Pumpkin and a coin.
All right.
Okay. So I definitely have the pumpkins.
We both are doing several erasings, I see.
Yeah. So I went over here, got my star, went over here, got a pumpkin, and then I exchanged 3 hearts to get another die the same as a 6, and then I put the 6 here to get me a pumpkin and a coin. Ooh. So I'm gonna get 4 stars. So I have 6 resources. I need another heart. 1 more heart. Okay.
All right, last roll, and it's yours, isn't it? I believe it's yours.
Didn't I just roll at 3, 6, or was that?
Well, I mean, we're 2 players, so it's an even number of turns. I was the first. You should be the last.
Okay.
That's
cool.
just math.
Ooh, double
6 Oleos. All right. Wow. What an odd way to end it.
Well, I'm definitely going here to get pumpkin, heart.
Can I get 3 pumpkins with 2 6s?
But these are already taken, and then I get 2 more coins. Okay, so my other 6.
Hold on. All right. I'm going to use a coin and just put a 1 right here so that I can get another star. 6, 7, 8, 9. So I used my first coin there. I gave up a tenth of a point to get a point. So now both of these have to come over here.
11.
And I'll put the 6 over here, which gets me another pumpkin, a tenth of a point, which means the 3 comes over here and it does nothing for me. Nothing. But that's the way that's the way the Ruel rolls.
That is correct. So I did a 6 here, did that. I did my other 6 here. And then I can do... No, you know what I'm going to do?
I don't know what you're going to do, Ruel. I'm too busy
Can I
wallowing in my own misery over here.
Can I duplicate something with my hearts and then
you can combo chain multiple uses of your resources? Yes.
Okay, that's what I want to do. I'm going to gain a die of let's do a gain a die of, let's see, this is 2 plus 4 6. I'm going to gain a single die for a coin, and I'm going to adjust it up to 2 or none, but I'm going to spend 3 pumpkins I can use it in the same realm, which is going to go here for Euphoria, so I can get my 4th star.
Well, if you're going to do some fancy stuff, I'm going to do some fancy stuff.
6.
Oh,
1, 2, 6. Yeah, so that's
going
give my 4th star.
3 pumpkins so that I can put one of those 6s in a place that I've already been to. So it'll be that, and a 6 can go there next to the 5, which means I just got 2 more pumpkins, which means I just got 1 more star over there. So that worked out pretty well.
Okay. Cool.
All right, I think that worked. Okay, so final score.
That's it.
4 for Euphoria, 6 for Scythe, and my lower score was 4. I have more than 4 here, so I've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's
I did the exact same thing.
Wow. Okay.
But now it's going to come down to those resources.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 14.2.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Did you get 14.2?
I think let's see. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 15.2.
Okay. Well, we don't need to go dig up my old points then, because I believe, folks, as was foretold in the stars, Ruel won this one. But as I asked right up front, did you beat Ruel? Let us know in the chat or the comments down below. But that is it, folks. That was Rolling Realms. And thanks very much for watching. Have a very nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye. And we're out. You can switch back to your full screen.
All right. Cool.
All right. What did you think, folks? How did you do? I'm sure you're already talking about how you did. And how did you like watching the behind the scenes and all of that? All right. We are in post-show time, which my computer will very slowly let me see right. No, we're not mid-show. We are post-show. There we go.
Wow, there's some great scores out there.
Oh my gosh, did I have the word post-show on screen for that whole... I had the words mid-show for the whole second half of that run-through.
Oh, no, I didn't even notice that.
It's easy.
Oh my God.
I already have to go into the editor to cut out the mid-show, and I can just copy and paste. I have to put a duplicate... I capture a frame from the first half when the text wasn't there, and then I mask just that section, patch it over the top. No one will even know. I know I always say I don't do editing, but I'm actually pretty good at editing these days.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so I think my total score is 37.6. I'll check the math later.
I am going to go.
People were scoring
I know
in
we
the
can't
40s.
rewind on
my
Twitch,
gosh.
but I don't know. I mean, we both Ruel and I record with OBS. By default, OBS records as FLV files instead of MP4s or AVIs or a normal thing. And everybody else turns that off, but I love recording in FLVs because it's such an ancient format that you can actually watch an FLV while it's open and being written to.
Oh, really?
So what I can do, now I can't fast forward, I can't pause, all I can do is just play it. So see, if you come over here, let me show it. Show my screen. Where is Windows Recording? Nope, that's the wrong window. Let's come over to the other output capture. Oh, this is what I've been looking at the whole time, folks, keeping track of all of that. But I need to capture output other window. Is that? Is that no? I know I want that. I want display capture. That's what I want. And display capture, other window, boop. So I can just watch everything we just did. I'm watching it at Oh, but we were goofing around for like a half an hour. It's gonna take a long time. So I'll just leave that over there on the side. And when it eventually gets to the point where I can see my scores, I'll pause, write it down so we can see what my final score is. Not that it even remotely matters, because I'm sure you crushed me. Or not crushed me,
Well, I don't know.
but
It was close.
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it was.
And,
It was close.
Yeah, and let's see. Looks like everything's going okay. So we're in the post show, folks. Other than waiting to see my losing score, do you have any questions? You want to do a question answer? Do we? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I have energy to do a Ruel ranks right now, or an argument, an argument. If you want to spend your points right now, I think we'll have to wait, because I am exhaust-macated. I don't know why that took it out of me.
Same.
I mean, it's such a simple little game.
Yeah, well, but it's still, live streaming. I mean, it takes a lot of energy, and especially on your end, you're doing all the chat and everything else, and got the behind the scenes stuff happening. It takes a lot,
Yep.
man. But let's look at chat. Yeah, friends, if you have any Q&A, we can do that for a few minutes before we get out of here. I see a lot of. I mean, someone scored 45. Oh my god!
What did you score? What was yours?
But I had 37.6.
Wow. What is a good score? I mean, I haven't played the game enough to know what a good score
but
is.
they may have cheated.
Okay.
They may have.
Well, then we'll assume they did, just because.
Yeah.
So we don't get quite so bitter bobbed. Let's see. There is an example in here. An example of 34.3 is the example of somebody's score in the game. So those are all. I think they always kind of put median scores when they do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm still watching the fast forward. My first one was 14.4 I had in the first round. And we're about to get finished the second round, and I'll know what my second score was. It was an even 8.0. All right, so that is 28. Really? 14 plus 14 plus another 8 is 36. 36.6 was my final score.
Okay.
And what were you?
Wait, did you really score 8.0 in the second round?
That's what I'm looking at right here. I thought, didn't we score almost the same thing? Or no, I did much better than you, I think.
We scored the exact same thing in the first the two rounds, really? I had 14.4 and 8.0.
That's because I'm looking at your window. Oopsie.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, oh my god.
We waited too long, and so we've gone past the part, so I got to start watching all over again. That's the downside. There's no rewinding when you're watching an FLV that is still in the process of being generated. Which I'm still doing that because, of course, this whole thing, the before, the after, and the mid will be available as like the extended cut of this run through for people who would like to watch this in years to come. Oh, silly me. Right. Did he actually? We seem to. Oh, hey, Mom Gamer. Hello.
Mom Gamer's in the
I have
house.
a box of stuff just for you. It should be going out this week. Or actually, maybe not this week because it's Thanksgiving, but it'll be going out soon. A very, very big box indeed. I hope you will enjoy it. Mom Gamer is a longtime supporter of the show. She is the best. Okay.
Awesome.
No, I don't think we have any questions. I think people are letting us off easy.
Yeah, I don't see any Q&A.
We might get out here in 2:45.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, I really did enjoy this. I love this game. I've really enjoyed it ever since Jamie started putting it up on last year on Facebook Live and YouTube, where he was developing it in real time, which was a lot of fun to see the different iterations and like that between two cities. I love that. It really does feel like the real game. You're looking at the other two scores, score the lowest one. But yeah, as you can see, friends, going into the different combos and stuff, that's where it gets. That's where the real fun is, trying to figure out those combinations and be efficient with your dice use.
Yep. Okay, we actually have a question from the audience. What's the game you'd most want to see added as a card for this game? Oh, that's a cool question. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be. I think all the Stonemaier games are here, so it'd just be any game.
Yeah, so it'd have to be a non-Stonemaier.
Wow.
I think yours would be Castles of Burgundy, right?
What would that be? That is interesting. Honestly, I have to admit, my first thought is Gloomhaven. I would love to see a little miniature dungeon, and using the dice, we're actually fighting through a dungeon. And I don't even know. I'm not even going to try and design it, but that would be pretty cool, I think. All right.
Yeah.
My first one was
I'm thinking of
14.1.
just off the top of my head, I was thinking Terraforming Mars. I'd like to see a card for that. You have like, little Mars and you have to have the little tiles and fill those in. Almost like Tapestry, but a little different than that.
I
Not
think
really like
a
Tetris
Gloomhaven
stuff.
card would totally work, considering the Tapestry thing. I mean, that's a pretty dense little
Yeah.
map. You can imagine, literally, the Tapestry map is being, I'm tracing the path that I'm going to do through the dungeon, and
Right.
and I mean, well, actually, it's kind of built in. The whole point of Gloomhaven is you're getting progressively weaker over the course of the game, right? And
Right.
oh no, I just fast forwarded again. Wait, oh, can I see it?
Did you?
Oh, it was 8.8. I got it. Okay, 8.8.
8.8.
My
Okay,
final
so you
score,
scored
14
higher
plus
on
14 is 28, plus 8 is 36, 36.9, 37.1.
Whoa, even closer. If I'm at 37.6 by half
All
a
right.
point.
Well, by 5
Wow.
resources in this game.
5 resources, yeah. And I got them all at the end there.
Yep.
Wow.
All right. I feel okay about that. I did better than the
that was
median
fun.
score in the rulebook, so I got that going for me.
That's what counts.
Okay, that was an excellent question.
All right, so
That was a tough one to see. Gloomholden would be the name of it. Wally says Red Raven Games. Oh yeah, I mean, there'd be a lot of cool stuff to put in there with the nears and the fars and the abovs and the belows and all of that.
Above and below, yeah.
Excellent question.
All
right. That's a tough question to follow. Anybody have any more questions? Because otherwise, we are going to beat feet and get out earlier than we thought we were today.
Yeah.
Nope. I think we're done then.
Jane
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Folks,
Okay.
thanks for showing up. I think the last thing we have to do is raid. Let's see. No channels I follow are on right now. Can you recommend a channel, Ruel?
Loozapalooza, Dave Looza and Elpalooza are.
Let's see. Okay, I just did a search for just board games. Loozapalooza, I know. I do not know Jerazape, Helix Gaming, Brett Spielog, me, I know that. All right, I don't recognize any of these. I know you know Loozapalooza, so
they're fantastic.
All right, so folks, remember, thanks for watching. If you go through this raid, check them out because you can earn more channel points for here, which means you can unlock more trivia. You can unlock more R and arguments and all the rest of it. So let me find the big red or purple button, actually, and start getting that ready to go. And I hope everybody enjoyed the run through. Oh, you know what? One thing we haven't done final thoughts. I'm actually even too tired to do that. I might do that tomorrow because I need...
Oh, okay.
I know I said yesterday one of the questions was about napping and stuff. Man, I feel like I need a nap right now.
Oh,
but I'm not going to do it.
I'm a huge
I won't sleep at all if I do.
No?
I mean, I was up till 2 watching Hawkeye, though. So I am sleepy.
You need a nap, man.
But okay, thanks, folks. We are raiding now, and we'll see you next Tuesday for another live R&R. Bye-bye. And I think that is going away. All right. Is that working? It looks like...
It says we're raiding.
Yep. Okay, cool. Just that first time where it just all went terribly wrong seems to be a thing of the past. All right. Oh, this is interesting.
Cool.
Oh, I was wondering, why is our viewer count never changing the whole time? Let's see. Oh, did it work? It says something went wrong. Try running that raid again. I spoke too soon. Did it work?
I'm on his channel right now. It says he raided, and he's already acknowledged
okay, cool.
that we've raided him.
All right, then.
Yes.
Then we are truly out of here now. I'm hitting the end of the buttons.
Okay.